Yo, what's up?
What's happening? It's in reverse, but raise up.
Yeah.
Is that what's happening right now?
No, not today.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Bad luck.
Yeah, at one point they had the same amount of hits as they did errors, which was 4.
That's probably not good. Like I've played baseball a lot.
Yeah.
And
that was your sport? You play a lot of baseball?
Yeah. I played a lot of baseball as a little kid, and I would say I played third. I played random places in the outfield, and I also was the catcher.
Yeah.
You ready for that joke? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway.
No, that's all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like when you're a chubby kid, have you ever had your baseball instructor say, "Well, you're a natural righty, but maybe you should just try lefty because you got an extra foot just to get to the first place bag"? No.
Yeah. No, I was always the fastest kid on the team.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was it? Hot shoes? What was going on there?
No, I was always the fastest kid on the team.
Okay.
The coach would so. And later on, everyone always asked, "Well, what'd you win?" But the coach would say, "If anyone can beat me from center field wall back to home plate, they would buy anything they wanted at the concession stand after practice."
Really?
And they're like, "So what'd you win if you won?" I'm like, "I didn't get shit. I didn't think about this when I was a kid. I just didn't want to get beat." And so I was the coach's horse, and like he never had to pay out.
Man, I think you were robbed, bro.
Yeah, I think I was too. People later on, I told that story and they're like, "Well, what'd you get?" And I'm like, "Oh, goddamn, I didn't even think about it like that."
Yeah, I didn't think about that at all. Fuck.
Yeah, I just didn't want to get beat.
I'm gonna look that old fuck up.
Yeah, but nah, I was a lefty bat, so
okay,
I either walked or I got hit,
physically
by pitch. Yeah, hit by pitch, and so I was always on first base.
Yeah,
or I would hit, if I did hit the ball, it was usually like a line drive right up the center. And so, I would steal all the bases. And that was what I wanted to do. Just steal bases.
So since stealing bases, then you moved on to stealing hearts, and
here
you are with us today.
Yeah, stealing some victories every now and then, an RC car. Yeah.
Now, what is going on with this scruffy Mangler look? I have to say, I am a big fan, bro. A big fan. The only thing I'm more of a fan of was when I first met you and you had the fucking mutton chops down.
Dude, I had those I had those I think that was, you met me before the chops.
I don't know, whatever, but them shits were awesome. That's all. That's my favorite Mangler. You know how they talk about in Talladega Nights? So I liked, Baby Jesus. So that mutton chop is my favorite Mangler. So.
Yeah. Mutton chop Jesus, is that what it is?
Yeah. That'll be your new nickname. Mutton Jesus.
No, I've been battling with some pneumonia. So
now what is pneumonia? Is that like AIDS? What is that? Tell the audience around here.
That is like shit in your lungs.
Like define the shit. What is the shit you refer to?
I really don't know, dude. Like phlegm, fluid, I don't know.
Mucus?
Something like that. Yeah.
Huh.
And you get it in your lungs, then you get sick. And so I had that COVID, and then they think maybe that could have led into post-COVID pneumonia.
Yeah.
In this world. And
so have you tried to leverage this to your advantage, and you're tried to go into pretend you're like a Make-A-Wish guy at the Rays game?
No, they got enough of them kids. I'll be deep in line on that. But since I haven't really left the house, I haven't done anything, I haven't shaved, so this is like a week and a half of growth.
You're living the dream right now, bro, except for the whole pneumonia thing.
Yeah.
It sounds great to me.
Yeah, and I'm a little worn down right now, but we'll make it through. And but yeah, it sucks. The pneumonia sucks.
That's no bueno. I don't like the sound of this. So how do you think you got it?
Huh?
How do you think you got this?
It's totally like you just get it. Like it's a virus. Sometimes it's either a virus or a bacterial infection. There's two different types of pneumonia. So they think I have a viral. Kind of hard to tell the difference.
Interesting.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's what the scruffy look is all about, and the disheveled homelessness.
I love the homeless look, bro. I'm a fan.
No, yeah, I'm a big homeless fan.
Yeah, it fits in.
You got a lot of role models out where you live.
With what I'm doing. Yeah. I was shocked today. I've been walking to work. That's probably news to you.
Yeah.
News to a bunch of people. But I'm walking to work both ways, uphill both ways.
Uphills both ways, yeah. How far is this walk?
Here, I'll show you the step count for today. Not that this is like maybe the right one, because I just use whatever the Android phone tells me. But today I did 13,000 steps. It's way too bright. But anyway,
that's like 3 miles.
5.88 miles.
Okay.
So anyway, so it's pretty far. It takes about like 50 some odd minutes, like 51, 49, depends how much lollygagging I do.
Yeah.
And today I made note to one of my colleagues, and I don't think they really internalized it the way I thought it was interesting. But I was like, yeah, it's funny. I walked to work today, and there wasn't a single guy doing drugs on the way in. It's like at like 3 or 4 stops, there is always like a pair of tweakers and like a crack pipe going right now.
Yeah,
it is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, and you don't have your chance to get your fix on the way in.
If you need some, just move to Seattle. Or that's definitely the way to go.
Well, I mean, heroin chic was invented there.
I guess, was it? I thought it was more of a UK thing, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, I mean, that's where all the dudes got it, man.
Yeah.
That early 90s, that's all the guys were doing it. That was the fad thing to be on.
All right.
Andy Wood. And,
hey, maybe you'll be like, man, FJ looks like he's now heroin chic instead of like sumo chic,
Oh, that's funny.
Speaking of sumo, there's some like fantastic wing joint that I've come across. It's called Vindictive Wings. And for some reason or another, I don't know, I didn't ask the owners of the place yet, they always have sumo wrestling on TV.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know what they're saying. And then like pretty much I'm just sitting there,
you know what that outfit's called?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
You do. What's it called?
It's like a gi.
Okay, sure. It looks like a terrible big diaper. So anyway, and like the guys are like sizing themselves up, and they're like, stretching and then throwing chalk around and whatever else.
There's a whole pageantry to it.
And so as that's happening, I'm like trying to make side bets about which one of these fat bastards is going to push the other one out of the.
Who are you making side bets with?
Whoever's at the table. So it's good.
Yeah, but it's all repeats, or is it live?
It's new to me, bro. It's not like
some dude could be sitting there the whole time and like, oh yeah, I'm taking this clown's money. Like, I know who wins this.
Well, who knows? It's just it's like me or somebody else, who's there at the bar.
Right.
It's not someone who's like, listening or watching, sumo wrestling quarterly. They're not subscribed or something.
I'm sure there's a person out there that's a big sumo wrestling quarterly guy.
Probably. It's just not me. That's all I know.
It sounds like you're getting into it.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe they have American sumo, right?
What's that?
They have American sumo.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a league. So like you can't necessarily. So like American, like for a big part of the time, the number one person in sumo was an American, but he was also Hawaiian, so he was allowed in. Yeah, but like they don't let white guys join.
Right?
Like that doesn't happen. So like we have to have. So there's people in America that are like, well, we want a sumo. Yeah. And so they have like amateur American sumo stuff, and they get out there in their little gis and whatever, and they it's there's some technique to it.
Oh, I bet. In the back of my head, all I can think about is the parody lyrics to Weird Al Yankovic's version of "Bad," where it's fat.
Yeah.
All I can think about when I'm seeing this stuff. So.
How are the wings?
Pretty darn good. I'm a fan. I think they do a good job. So
I went to the Epcot Food and Wine Fest like 2 weeks ago before I got all this bullshit, and they have this wing there. It's called Unnecessarily Hot but Incredibly Tasty fucking chicken wing. That's like the name of it.
That's a big name. That's unnecessarily long name.
Long name, yeah. It melted my face off.
Yeah,
like 2 bites, my face was like fucking going.
I like to melt my face off.
Oh my god, it was insane. I've never had chicken wings this hot in my life. I was just like I couldn't, like, I literally I did one, and then I got to like 2 bites into the second, I was game over.
You're like, I'm done.
I'm done. I can't handle it anymore. Like, it was lights out.
I haven't done anything dumb like that since they used to have the Quaker Steak and Lubes.
Yeah, we got one down the street.
Okay, yeah. Open. Some of them went away during COVID.
Yeah.
And
oh no, Florida, they were having like fucking, they have like bike night there and fucking car night. They still race there on Monday night, RC cars.
At Quaker State and Lube? Dude, I'm telling you, you should go down there with like a fucking 10L and just crush these fools.
Nah, man, they were gonna run over me with their Slash. But they still race out the Quaker Steak and Lube over in Pinellas Park on Monday nights.
I totally think you should be doing that. That's just a total lost, use of your skills right there.
I'm good. Like, let the funsters have some fun. They don't need me coming in all
They're
serious.
called gentlemen racers.
Yes. Let the gentlemen racers have some fun. Oh my god. Shit.
Anyway.
What are you doing?
I'm building a fucking A12 right now.
Why?
I'm building a fucking, I'm trying to one up the car that I ran at EA's track. And so I'm building basically a clone. Ooh, what's that?
That's number 1 car.
Yeah, number 1, huh?
Yeah. And here's number 2.
Oh shit.
All ready to go.
Huh. Interesting.
For this weekend.
Oh shit. Even more oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah.
And that's going to be down at the place?
At the beach line.
Yeah. Are you getting ready for your epic success?
We'll see. Like, if I feel like I do right now, I'm not going to be that motivated. I can tell you that right now. But they finally gave me some cough syrup with some codeine in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, that's going to be good. And I look forward to it, more of it. And yeah. So it's fairly easy to get down in Florida. You just walk up and they're like, yeah, here you go. But yeah, so this is probably the longest I've talked without coughing my head off in probably a week and a half.
This is the longest you've talked without?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Well, and I think it has something to do with the codeine. I think that's
okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like your demeanor and the fact that you were sitting up straight and things like that. No?
Not even that. I mean, like, it's just it's been rough. But yeah, so but I still, like, right now I feel a little nauseous for whatever reason. But anyway, we'll work through it. And yeah, probably because the Rays lost. That's for sure.
Yeah, you're really verklempt about it.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, dude. I think it would be awesome that your hometown team goes to a World Series and you can attend. Like, to go.
You guys have season tickets, I take it then?
Yeah.
That's how
okay. Yeah. So like, the fact that I can walk 22 blocks, which is closer than your work, and fucking go to a World Series game.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty cool. So like, I kind of hope that would happen. I mean, the last time the Rays were in the World Series, no one attended because it was the fucking COVID year. So, whatever. But yeah, so They got to play better than they did today. Today was fucking horrible. I mean, 4 errors. Like, that's just not going to do it. Like, the bad news bears are out there. Yeah, it was not good. So, anyway.
Okay.
Funny story, kind of. So, like, the song this is how you will know it. Well, there's a song from the Bad News Bears, right? And then they also play the exact same song when they spray the champagne at the F1 race. It's from the opera Carmen. Do you know that? You know the song?
Yeah. That little jingle. Yeah.
Yeah. The little jingle. Yeah, it's from the opera Carmen, right? Which is a Spanish opera. And so anyway, it was in Bad News Bears. And that's where I originally knew it from, was from listening to it in Bad News Bears. And so several years ago, I was trying to be sophisticated, and I went to the opera Carmen. And like, I didn't know shit because it's all in Spanish. And anyway, but you kind of get it, whatever, right? Acting. And so like somewhere along the line, they bust out the fucking song. And I'm like, oh, I get all giddy. I go, that's fucking Bad News Bears. And the person I was with like, no, it's not. It's Carmen. I'm like, no, it's Bad News Bears. And like, they're like, shut up. You're making a fool of yourself. I'm like, it's Bad News Bears. And like, they're like, shut up. And then so like they play it, and then I'm like all happy. I'm like, oh, I'm into this now, right? Because it's Bad News Bears. It's that same song, And then so intermission comes rolling around, and like the guy in front of me goes, "You're right, it's Bad News Bears." So anyway,
all I can say to that whole thing is nobody puts baby in the corner. Okay,
that's a whole other movie.
So whoever's telling you to shut up, woo-wee. Nobody puts baby in the corner. That's all I can say.
So, in any case, how about, speaking of F1, how about F1 or FIA has granted the license to Andretti?
Yeah, but
F1 still has to fucking do it.
F1 can still give them the big schlong, and we'll see what happens. Like,
so do you think they're just going to say, all right, instead of the 200 million offset and prize money, you have to come with like 500?
I don't think they can do that because it's not in the contract.
True. I mean, I get it, but like maybe they're like, oh well, inflation, yada yada yada.
I just don't think it's possible because it's not in what the Concord Agreement is.
Right.
They'd have to let the Concord Agreement go null and void, and then they could start making up shit again.
But that's in effect till 2026 or something, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So the reality is, I think there's a lot of people that probably don't like Andretti, and so the question will be:
is it because he's Andretti, or is it because he's American?
Maybe all those things, and they were causing a bunch of noise, even before the whole process kind of started.
Well, yeah, they want to go fucking race.
Yeah, but the reality is, Europeans don't want to deal with them. So they already got.
They like American money, don't they?
Yeah, I guess, but I think they view him as an Italian. They're like, we already got Ferrari. We don't need any more Italians. We're good.
That's fucking racist. That's some Sacco and Vanzetti shit right there.
Right. Anyway, I don't know. Like to me, like Andretti. Now,
this day and age, they're prejudiced against Italians.
Yeah, it's still Italians. All right. So what I'm really wondering though is, are they serious? Like, I think Andretti signed a contract with Renault, didn't they?
No, it's Cadillac.
No. But they're gonna run Renault engines. Cadillac is just a fucking nameplate. Like, just like Alfa Romeo is a nameplate.
You don't think GM's gonna try and make a motor?
I don't think so.
No.
I think they're smart enough to not go make a motor.
Well, you would think if they're going to do that, they're going to be smart enough not to run a Renault motor.
So that's kind of.
If you have to go fucking, jank on somebody's motor, you might as well go buy a Mercedes, because at least any team that has one of those seems to be doing worth the shit, except for Mercedes.
Yeah, that's kind of my point of this part of the conversation here. Yeah. Like, I'm hoping they don't get straddled with some fucking French turd that they have to drag around the track, because that thing is no good.
Well, even the own Alpine guys are like, yeah, this thing sucks.
Yeah.
Like we're
Dude,
down.
they're complaining, and they're trying to figure out how do we pare back the rules so that, you know, we might have a chance. And like my only answer to that is make a better motor. That's how you fix that. So
I mean, you would think they take that fucking Deadpool money and, you know, start building the motor out with it.
Well, they just got the Deadpool money. That's new money. So
still,
you know, that could happen.
Yeah.
You know,
and then, Deadpool and Wolverine are at the Jets game with Taylor Swift, so then they can get some of that Taylor Swift money. Fuck. There we go.
I don't think they're getting Taylor Swift money.
The Swifties will be all into F1 now.
Maybe.
Have you been following any of that bullshit?
I've seen the football games that she's been at, and I think that's, it's comical to me.
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, I love the whole jokes. So like they're really gonna make him a star. Like she's gonna really make, and like the dudes are like, "What the fuck you talking about? He is a star." And they're like, "Oh no."
Yeah.
But like his jersey goes up 400% the day after.
Yeah. So what I said to my wife was, well, yeah, when you sell 4, that can happen.
That dude sold way more than 4. That dude sold way more than 4. But like, still, that's. And then like, the best part I saw was like some Swiftie fan was on some account, and they dug up the fact that he got into a fight during preseason practice.
Yeah.
And like, she's like, I really think that here's evidence that this man is just a Neanderthal and that he uses his fist versus his emotions or whatever and just decides to punch people. This is not the man for Taylor. His aggressiveness. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know anything about that, bro. I'm a dude. I don't care. All right.
I was like, oh my God, she doesn't get it. Like, fights in practice are like, it's like, I don't know. It happens. It happens all the time. I remember one day in practice in college, we had like 3 fights before we even got to like period 7. And like the kickers were going at it. Like, it was fucking awesome. Like, shit happens. Like, when you're out there, you just frustrations. You're just like, fuck you. And then it's always like, fuck you back. Next thing you know, you're just swinging on each other. But like, once it's over, it's over. Like, once it's done and you go back to the locker room, done. Like, no one cares. Like, it's just, just out there battling, competing. That's what it's about. And people, it was just funny that she's like, this man, he uses violence over anything else, and this is not the guy for Taylor. I'm like, what the fuck? Get out of here. I just found it hilarious. So, not that I condone violence against women. That's not what I'm trying to say either. I'm just saying, like, he wouldn't do that. Like, he's not that kind of guy. You never know. I shouldn't say he wouldn't do that. But, I'm digging a hole here.
Yeah, that's fine. Maybe she wears the pants in the relationship. She's laying the smackdown on him.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, no doubt.
The only thing I
know, $300 billion can do that.
I know nothing about Taylor Swift. All right,
you went to her concert.
No, I didn't.
Sing along. You didn't go.
I did not.
Oh.
So the only thing I know about Taylor Swift is
I don't know shit either. So don't like.
She brings down big cash. All right.
Yeah.
And my view of her is basic white girl. All right. Her fans' view of her is not basic white girl, because I already tried to confirm. Isn't she just some basic white girl? This weekend. Nope.
Who's your audience in this?
So I lost that battle. And that's what it comes down to. You
didn't go Custer's Last Stand on that one, huh?
No. It's just not worth it, man.
Yeah. Really so she's not basic white girl, huh?
Yeah, apparently not. So like, she'll put her. So what they say, not that I know. All right, I'm parakeeting something right now. What
Okay.
her fans say is, that she'll like put herself in these relationships, blah, blah, blah. And they're not right for her. And then she'll write a song about it.
So she's just an opportunist.
I feel like
I came across today, I think it was an AI generated Taylor Swift song breaking up with Travis Kelce.
There you go. Perfect.
It was like, yeah, it was pretty funny.
It's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Here's the question. Does it happen in the public? Probably not.
Well, at some point, she's just going to stop showing up to games, and then everyone's going to be like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as long as she's showing up to games, then whatever. Hanging out with Ryan Reynolds, and Wolverine, and everybody.
Yeah. I don't know.
I guess she's going to be in the new Deadpool movie, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I bet that would be really good.
The Deadpool movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen the first ones?
I have. It's okay.
They kind of figure they're up to your alley. A little comedic.
Yeah, but like, it's no.
Okay.
It's okay. I don't know how Ryan Reynolds has all this money.
Well, because he sold 4 companies for like $1 billion.
Again, I just don't know how he has all this money.
Because he sold he had a cell phone company. He sold it to fucking Sprint for like $1 trillion, and then he bought a football team. And
how did he get a cell phone company?
He started it early, I guess. I mean,
did he really start a cell phone company?
He got it on the ground level, kid.
I guess. I don't know, man.
I mean, you got to be, you get at the ground level. It's all profit.
I guess, man.
You
I'm sitting in here. The only thing I'm at the ground level on is Awesomatics.
There you go.
That's it.
I mean, it's the same thing. It's like, if you had some of that Bitcoin money.
Yeah. No, I got some. It loses money. Anyway, it's great.
Depends on when you bought in. I'm sure you weren't mining in fucking 2006, 7?
No.
Doesn't Larry have like something on some hard drive that he mined like in 2006?
Yeah, he probably can't open it anymore.
Yeah. They forgot the password or some shit.
Yeah, sounds about right. Too much bong water. I don't know.
Maybe that's the password, bong water.
Could be. We'll have to throw that by him, see what he thinks. I'll be like, yeah, real funny, dickhead. Anyway.
Yeah, really. So, well, we proceeded to talk for a half hour now and not cover anything RT really related.
Yeah, nothing. All we got was a little bit about whatever is happening with you and the and the whatchamacallit and the Rays.
Yeah.
Which I know nothing about. So
I mean, they won 99 games, so they're a good team. I think the problem is that they rely too much on the home run as well. So it's when you do that in the play, you can't do that and be a playoff baseball because it's just not going to work. You can't just be waiting around for home runs in playoff because there's going to be too much good pitching. So anyway,
I don't know.
We'll see. We got a game tomorrow. If they can win that one, we got one on Thursday. So
yeah. So what's the tally right now? Is it 3-2 or is it 3-1 or?
It's the best of 3. It's just today's game
best
1.
Of 3. So what is it?
1.
You lost 1? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the baseball playoffs they expanded this year into 6 teams. So the top 2 teams get byes, and then the bottom 4 teams they play in a 3-game playoff series. Then it's 5 games for the next one, and then it's 7 and 7. So,
okay.
Is anyone watching? Because there's like no comments.
There's 13 people.
13 people.
Why are they not commenting? I don't know.
All right,
maybe they're all Deadpool fans and they're upset.
Oh. So you're gonna try to up your 13-5 game, huh?
Well, I'm gonna at least go out there and try to confuse myself. So let's go do it.
Right. Is this a fresh kid or are you just rebuilding some shit?
Fresh.
Oh, so you got that black on black, huh?
Yeah, black on black, kid.
Yeah.
You can see it right there. Black and black.
Yeah, black on black.
Yeah. So, but we got a little raise love. But yeah, like I gotta say, like I'm putting a setup on the setup that I finished running at EA's, and I'm just gonna wait to see what it's like.
So you're taking this to Nora?
No, this weekend we have Nora track build.
Okay.
So like we get like the keys to the place. I don't know, sometime Friday maybe. And then I don't know if we're going to do anything on Friday. I kind of hope not because traffic blows. And then, so assuming Saturday is the start of the festivities,
Okay.
I'll be down there Saturday with a drill gun, and we're going to build
Did you really have to build the surface and everything? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. They did it last year. They had shit done. Like, they had all the plywood done. The 2x4s and then the plywood. I want to say done by the end of Saturday.
Okay.
So one day, like the floor is smooth in the place as it is.
Yeah.
And then, this is the second smoothest track I've ever raced on.
Okay.
And the first one, it took us 3 weeks to put a subfloor in.
No, jeez.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, that works. That's all you need, right?
Yeah. And so I'm excited for, getting in there. And guess how many times I'm going to be able to run at Nora this month? Correct. You know it, kid. You know it.
I mean, you guys should be able to run Sunday.
No, I don't think we'll be able to run Sunday.
You don't think?
No. I might bring my I'll bring my Funster GT12 car though with me, just in case.
Yeah, just in case. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that for a little bit, because I was kind of excited to see how that went. Like I was up watching fucking races.
Yeah, you were watching. You were asking like, "What happened in that round?" Blah, blah.
Yeah. I was invested. I had slept like fucking, I don't know, 10 hours.
Yeah.
Like I didn't, and so like I was not tired at that point because I had been sleeping forever. So like I was up, I was in, I was like, "What's FJ doing? What's going on?"
Well, it must be nice, bro. I wish I could sleep for that many hours. That's not happening.
Well, get pneumonia and you can, motherfucker. Like it ain't like.
I need some pneumonias.
Yes, yeah. I guess get the COVID, get the pneumonia. I mean, you're gonna be a sleeping little baby. That's for sure.
Dial that shit up. Let's go.
And then you're gonna be using all your sick time, and you'll be pissed because you won't be able to go racing.
Yeah, I guess I haven't used sick times for racing yet.
Oh yeah,
that's a yet. I haven't done that yet.
You ain't over, right?
Kind of. Yeah. All I can say is that I don't know how we're gonna pull off Worlds somehow. Whatever.
You're gonna be trying to work.
What that?
You're gonna be trying to work.
No, I can't, dude. I'm gonna try to work every other time, Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
But Worlds, no, I'll be off then.
Okay.
So anyway, so that little Sagami car, it's
a throwback to the 80s,
Yeah,
90s.
Some 1984
Yeah,
Japanese thing. And this is actually the first car I've ever had that's had a beam front end.
Really?
Yeah, I never had something with a beam front end. Like all my pan cars for many years were always like AE derivatives, Yeah. And so like I had my very first like real pan car was a 10L, and then I had a 12LW, and so that meant I had the dynamic strut front end.
Yeah.
And then
you want to talk about things that game changed the industry, was that front end. I mean,
it was a big change.
Front end they sold for fucking decades.
Yeah, but the funny part is now look at this front end.
Yeah,
on the Osmatics, it's like it's the simplest thing going.
Yeah, but still, like, God, I mean, those things are on it. I mean, the money Associated made off of selling that front end, it's stupid. Like,
maybe
Yeah.
Who knows how much they made? Like, I think way back when you know, you think about Privetti, you think about Losi, you think about the Associated Guys, Husting or whatever it was. I bet they had some amount of money, but I don't think it's anything like Traxxas. Like Traxxas is just selling stuff, and the market's so big. You know, it's a shame like Traxxas honestly doesn't have anything more for like the racing side of things, but you know, it's smart they don't, because like,
yeah, why would they want to make money?
Yeah.
We just build things that make money. We don't build things that don't.
Yep. So, but you know, anyway, I don't know where we're going with this. Oh, so that beam front end, first beam front end I've had ever, and I don't know if they're all like this. You know, the funny thing to me was basically two things were really fun. Was you could offset the axle, like purposely or not purposely, and if you hit a board good enough,
yeah,
you get more caster.
Yeah, you got to pin it.
Okay. I see that comment here. Means nothing to me. All right.
Yeah, you got to pin it, bro.
Pin it. It sounds like you might as well be David Spade and SNL and tell me I got to take a belt and cinch it. All right. I have no clue what pin it means. So anyway, I don't think I need to pin it. All right. I could see how that would be useful, but I don't think I need to pin it.
Then don't hit anything.
What's that? Yeah. Well, you know, eventually you make the car good enough and it drives itself.
All right.
And the funny part was, like, the second battery pack I put into it and my last run of the day were probably the times it felt the best.
Yeah.
Because, you know, once you like play with it a bit and, you know, you're just dialing shit in and out of the radio and this, that, whatever else. I, you know, turned down the speedo. I took all the punch out of it, you know, all these simple things. And, yeah, so like the second run felt really good. And then the last run I did, where I took all the sort of things that were inducing roll center height in the car, and I just removed that shit out of the rear.
Yeah.
That by far worked the best. So yeah,
So
you know,
you're struggling for some rear grip, huh?
Yeah, it could use some rear grip. Like my turning circles were basically sometimes the lane, sometimes not. Like if you failed or something happened, you know, I'd have to like bounce the car off the wall to kind of like do the turn.
You need to get that dampener upgrade.
They don't have it, but I can probably engineer something. It's not that hard.
I mean, they don't have it. They make it.
Sold out.
Oh.
One. They make stuff once or twice. That's about it.
Oh, they're like the fucking, what is that company? Shit. They make all the good stuff and then they never make it again.
Yeah. You know, whatever.
Yeah. Aeromax.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say Losi. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, but yeah, you know, like shockingly, the car was way better than I would have thought. And to the point where, like, you know, it's simple enough where anyone can drive it. I think if I could, you know, probably put a little dampening in the back of the car, it could be kind of killer. I also think if I just had a spool or not a spool in it, like a gear diff or a ball diff, I think that's all it would really need is a ball diff.
Yeah.
The thing, though, that I am aware of is I couldn't run the axle the way it was shimmed normally in a Roche car. So I don't know if a ball diff would fit in it or not. The pod was really far to the right back.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that was super weird was like the chassis at the back was digging in, and it would like build up. It would have a build up on it. It would cake up with, you know, like traction or whatever it is. And then if you threw the car hard enough into a corner, you would basically do something that felt like a spool spin out, but it wasn't as fast as not a spool spin out, but like a black tire. Remember when you ever ran black carpet for the first time?
Yeah.
And like I remember my very first corner, very first battery pack with a Roche car. The car went in to the corner, and it started to initiate, and then it just spun the fuck out.
Right.
And I was just like, holy fuck. So it did something a little bit less drastic than that, but it didn't do like the spool spin out, which is on exits. So it did like the no glue sort of like foam spin out on entry. But yeah, it was really just eventually the thing would lean too much, the chassis would catch, and it would, go crazy.
Trying to grab it. Yeah, I think figuring out a damper tube, that'll help you run a bigger radius circle.
Yeah.
And
so I could put more wheel in it. Really, that's like the biggest thing I noticed was when I did all that change to the rear end, and by did all that change, I mean I took 4 metal shims out. They look like Speed Merchant front end ride height shims. That's what they look like to me. You take those out, you re-screw everything back together again. Mind you, you don't tweak the car at all, and you put it back on the track. And I was like, ooh, this is instantly better. Right. And there's also something about like, I don't think I've ever really run the Scott Jake rubber tire.
Okay.
I ran his car at a indoor champs race when he had them for the very first time.
Yeah.
He let me drive his car that had a 13.5 motor in it and those tires. And the best way I can describe how the car drove, it cornered very much like how these off-road guys have their carpet or clay off-road cars turn. They basically just turn on a fucking dime. They go around corners and they just pivot super hard, and then they accelerate again.
Point and kind of rotate and just shoot.
But so it felt exactly like that. Now that I've gotten that sort of experience, it was very similar to that. And thankfully, with these much slower speeds, it's not really much of an issue.
It's not as drastic either.
But yeah, it was I don't know, interesting. It's the equivalent of going bowling.
You were gentleman racing.
Yeah. But no, I was doing more than gentleman because I bought in to go run another class because the car sucked so fucking hard and there wasn't a lot of practice time. So I ran the car around in the foam 17.5 tire class because there was hardly anybody there running it.
They made you pay?
I paid. I'm an upstanding individual, dude. I pay.
That's nothing to do about outstanding, but you're just like, I just want to throw my shit out there for you guys. Like, fucking, you're going to make me.
I paid.
All right. Fair
it's
enough.
Easier.
For the club.
Yeah. It's, hey, you know what it's actually called? It's a business expense. It's a donation. Enjoy. So anyway, so I ran. It was fun. Whatever.
You going to run tomorrow?
Where?
Don't they race every Wednesday?
Oh, tomorrow? No, it's not every Wednesday. It's every other Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
The amount of cachet that it costs to run that show, if I were to share with people the costs for them to do racing for 4 hours, your head would fucking explode.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Fucking madness.
Yeah.
Madness.
Well, you want to talk about madness? So, and I brought this up in our little chat yesterday, I think it was. So there's a hobby town here in Tampa that got bought out, and the people who bought it, they're going to move it a little north of where it's at currently, into it's kind of a suburb of Tampa area. They call it North Tampa. It's called Wesley Chapel, but anyway, it's the northern part of Tampa, and they're gonna rent out, or they're renting a Bed Bath and Beyond.
Oh, gorgeous!
Yeah, so like it's gonna have good fixtures, and it's like 16,000 square feet. And so, from what I understand, they've contracted with a local guy who has an off-road track named Dean. I've met Dean. Dean's a good guy. He's really passionate about RC.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's going to run the off-road race. and they're going to dedicate, from what I understand, and I might have the numbers wrong, but from what I understand watching Dean's video, it's going to be 12,000 square foot of 16,000 dedicated to a clay off-road track. Right? So that leaves 4,000.
8 scale there?
No, it's full with pits and track, and I think the track's going to be about 100 by 65, 100 by 70.
Okay, so that's like 7,000 square feet.
Yeah, and then the rest is going to be pit.
Okay.
So they're trying to fit like 100 people or 80 people in there.
Yeah.
So, so they're going to leave like $4,000, 4,000 square feet for the hobby town. All right. 4,000 square foot hobby town is still pretty decent sized hobby town. And guess how many times they're going to run in a month?
They're going to run twice a month.
Yep. Right. And like, how do you dedicate 12,000 square feet to a clay off-road track to run twice? And like, I was a little excited. I'll be honestly, I was a little excited. I was like, look, it's not that far from where I work. Like, I can zip over. Like, if they had like a Tuesday night funster night or a Wednesday or a Thursday night funster night, and like I could go out there consistently every Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, race during the week, I would get me a 4-wheel drive buggy and I would go out there and I would have fun, because it's like, it doesn't necessarily interfere with what I do normally, right? It's not like I don't have to go spend a weekend doing some shit I really don't like doing. I can just go there, gentleman racer, on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, just throw down my buggy, do some jumps, pretend I'm Art Scrimo or something, fail, and then come home, right? And like, I could do that. Like, I'd have no problem with it. I'd have no problem with that. No problem. But they're gonna run like twice, like either a Saturday or Sunday. I just look again. I wish these people all the best of luck. I'm not trying to shit on it. I just don't understand. That's all there is to it. Like, I'm excited that they're bringing a track to the area, that it's going to be an indoor clay track. It's air conditioned, 12,000 square feet. It's going to be really nice, because I've seen Dean do stuff, and Dean does nice things. And like, I have nothing against Dean. I just don't get how you dedicate that much square footage. I mean, even if they're getting this Bed Bath & Beyond at $2 a foot, that's $32,000 a month. That's 24 of it sitting there fucking doing nothing for 28 days of the month. I mean, that's
I hope they're not spending that much. Otherwise, that place will be closed very quickly.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's in a prime retail mall area shopping center. I mean, they don't build Bed Bath & Beyonds in the middle of nowhere, right? So
yeah, but I think a lot of that real estate is gone to shit anyway. But yeah, no, realistically,
because normally something like that would probably go for $20 a square foot.
I don't know. Whoever's carrying that cost, God bless them. All right. Thanks for your support of the hobby, whoever that is.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of fucking rock tumbling kits. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And Magic. Yeah. I mean, they would make more money just turning that 12,000 square foot into a Magic the Gathering.
Oh wow! No, they should have a crawling track. Like, that is the smartest thing. Like, I think crawling is so smart, because there's a lot of stuff that is just available for you to buy and use instantly.
Yeah.
There's these I think it's called like RC1. It's like these 24th scale oval cars or whatever. I think that's super smart.
There's a couple tracks. There's one over not far from me, and they run on like Thursday nights. And like, I've thought about it, but I'm just like,
I'm popping my PO6s onto my my thing.
Yeah. Anyway. I kind of figured that's what you were doing.
Yeah. And I'm so just as an aside, I hate these things. And
I don't know why we can't just screw into the carbon.
Well, you can. I don't know why they make it this way still. Anyway,
I understand that, but why do they make it like that to where?
Don't know.
I think this should have been an upgrade. Let's see, this car came out in 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
I think it should have been an upgrade 2020 fucking in 2 months.
God damn. Well, the
The problem is
reality.
he's got a lot of those bitches from his A700 days.
I'm thinking there's probably a few yak loads full of these things somewhere. I'm thinking, but yeah, I don't know. And like just as Steve said here, if you ever win $1 billion, you could waste $1 billion real quick in RC. I think I would waste $1 billion in NASCAR myself.
Really?
I think you could probably, because like the charters in NASCAR, I want to say are like 45 million or something like that. They're in double digit, but not 50 million amounts of money.
All right.
And so, I think I would get a NASCAR team. So
I think I would buy a baseball. I would become an investor in a baseball team.
Well, yeah, you could put some money in it. You can't buy a baseball team.
No.
Baseball is by far the least popular sport.
Yeah.
I don't know what the valuations are. I think Sports Illustrated does a bunch of stuff on valuations of them.
Well, Forbes does, yeah.
Okay, it's Forbes. That's what it is. Anyway, I don't know how much one costs, but I don't think it costs.
No, I wouldn't be a minority shareholder, obviously, but
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah. See, look, 40, 50 mil, easy. NASCAR. Let's go. All right. Yeah, I could be hanging out.
If I want to spend look, if you want to spend $40, $50 million, just invest in yourself, kid, and fucking go get you a fucking GT3 car.
You're not going to make any money with that. And the reality
is
you're
going to have a lot of fun, though.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Probably. I agree with that. The question is, am I hitting NORA? Yes, I will be at NORA starting November, whatever it is. Whatever that weekend is in November. I want to go.
Coming out with the GT3 car or a GT4 or a GT3 car. Hell, Mustang.
Yeah. That's like, I think it's like Multimatic, I think, is making it for them.
I don't know, but it's $450. I looked into it. Like $450, you can get you a roller and parts kit.
Uh-huh.
And I looked into the Mercedes thing. So for $450, they fly you out to Stuttgart and they take your engineer and they go through the whole car and they show you how it's all built and they do some test runs and then they send you back with a fucking car and parts and you're ready to go.
Yeah, I don't know about that. If I were to buy a new race car, it would be like one of those GR86s or a Cup car, the Miata Cup cars.
Oh, Miata, yeah,
that's like fun. 125 grand. That's it.
Yeah, well, yeah,
it's a race car. It's got safety stuff.
Yeah. No. I think that's where you start, but then you just have the GT3 sitting there and be like, one day,
okay,
we're gonna fucking get this bad boy out.
Well, you could also just collect the GT3s because they're sick. But, the reality is, I don't think you want to drive a GT3 around unless it's actually at a racetrack.
Oh, speaking of driving around, there is literally like 6 blocks from my house, an F4 car that's for sale that was road legal for like $65K.
What's F4 mean?
I don't fucking know. But it looks like F2 car, F3 car, or whatever. It's an F4.
So it's an open-wheeled car?
Yes. It was on Facebook Marketplace.
Can you go for a test drive, Mangler, and bring the camera?
There ain't no way I'm squeezing in that thing.
I know, that's what I want to see, though.
But yeah, he had like a couple versions. He had a road version that had lights and shit on it. Like it was an F4 car. I don't know. It was like a 2016 F4, whatever. I don't know.
Street legal?
Yes.
I don't know anything street. The only thing I know that's street legal looks like that.
I still wanted to forward it to you, but I just didn't.
Yeah, is a Plymouth Prowler or a Caterham. Those are the only things that I know that look anything like that.
No. This is like literally an F4 car.
Yeah.
It has. Give me a second. Talk.
Yeah. I don't know about Mangler and his desires for this F1 car thing. Like I would like to build a kit car. All right, this is not a secret desire of mine. I probably uttered it before. I actually really want to get one of these Ultima based kit cars, and Ultima is a car out
There
of
it
the
is.
UK.
So it's a 2016 Crawford F4.
I've never seen that before. How can there be a license plate on that motherfucker?
Look at got lights.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Because the reality is, okay, yeah, I see.
But like literally, this shit's like 16 blocks from where I live. Like I'm like, I just want to go over there and be like, 65K, huh? That's it. Like
the part is none of these things are practical, not even close. Like, let's say you're gonna go take that around the block. You got to put a helmet on. You probably have a Hans device. You're in a fucking 5.2. Like,
not in Florida, man. That shit don't count. Not in Florida. Nah, kid. In Florida, you just rock up in there, just wind blowing, toupee flying. Like you don't have to do none of that.
Toupee flying.
Yeah.
This is all my real hair, son.
Well, you know, keep it what you can. It's got a Honda K20 2-liter, 160 brake horsepower.
Oh God.
FIA specification 6-point harness, onboard fire suppression. I don't know. FIA spec data acquisition system, 2-piston Brimbos. But yeah, this dude, he's like selling this right down the street.
Yeah.
I was just like, I guess.
Stay away from the light.
You would need a set of wets, but
wet. Oh yeah, dude. I could have the dries for a few months out of the year, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what to think about all that.
I couldn't believe it. I was just like on a Facebook Marketplace of all things.
Mm-hmm.
Like you would think you would really bring a trailer or something. Maybe it is. I don't know. But
yeah. Well, I'm bringing a trailer. It's either going to bring a lot of money or not so much money, like hardly any money.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, interesting news in case folks haven't seen it. Not one, not two, not three, but I think 4 new car chassis have dropped in the last few weeks.
Yes. And let's talk about that. Let me use the restroom now.
Oh boy.
I'll be right back.
Let's see what's in that liquor cabinet. Can I zoom in? That'd be a good conversation. That's a solid liquor cabinet. It's got multiple levels. And I think I see like a padded cooler. Yeah. Yep. See, look, I'm right. I'm playing like fucking Where's Waldo right here. This is fantastic.
It's a wine bag.
A wine bag. All right. We have a new co-host on the podcast today.
Oh, just a voice from beyond.
Yep. The Manglers throwing their voices around. Just another Mangler. One Mangler steps up, the other one,
No, just giving a tour of the liquor cabinet.
Yeah. All right. Well, there we go. We got the better half of the Manglers, on the line right now. It's awesome.
I mean, I can't fit in that F4 car either, but
I don't know if anyone could fit in that car. I don't want to name like people in particular. There are some people that could definitely fit in that car. The person that comes to mind immediately to me is Jeff Cuffs. He could fit in that car pretty well.
What cover is that?
That little F4 car, whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
You need someone who's just a proper kind of weight, and maybe on the not so vertically challenged side.
Yeah. So anyway, yes. So new cars getting dropped. We'll start with the Iris. I know that's the new hot.
I think we should talk about the Iris. They posted something on Facebook today, and I thought it was kind of interesting. Let's see if we can.
They were talking about how they had the different chassis and.
Yeah, kind of interesting. I've seen other comments about it. I'm not, like I don't know anything about the Iris. Let's just put it like that way.
I've held one. I've never seen one run.
I've seen one run. I've seen, I think, 2 of them run.
I know one didn't make it out of a parking lot once.
Oh yeah, I heard one broke on the way to the track. All right. So anyway, let's see if we can zoom in here. Oh, that's the wrong way. Nope. All right, here we go. Zooming in. So I don't know. Let's go look at some pictures.
Yeah.
They actually had descriptions of these pictures too. Maybe that's
what they have a front-wheel drive car now as well.
Yeah. So they call it the 105. I don't know what I think about that name. But anyway, they say
that's a highway in California, I guess, but
that's a 101.
no, they have a 105.
There's a 405. I don't know about a 105. Anyway, so they said they removed the overhang at the front by 10 millimeters. That's a lot of fucking overhang.
Yeah.
And then they, like cut different holes in it, and then they put pin locators.
That's this much overhang.
I can't see what you're saying, but I believe you.
Right there.
And then, I don't know. Like my fear for this is with some of those changes, especially like the pinning of how they've done some of this stuff. What's going to be the next thing that breaks?
Usually arms or pins.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they also released a front wheel drive, which to me is actually pretty interesting. The fact that, front wheel drive, we don't see it much in the States. It's huge in Europe.
Right. Who is Rude Dog? Like, who is that?
It's just a company out in Europe. I don't know.
I mean, they got some money.
I don't know about how much money they got, but they do some things. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like they got a lot of product. They got their own speedo, they got their motors, they got their batteries, they got this, they got that. They got product, right? So they're doing some work. They got a whole car line, right?
Yeah.
With this Iris. I mean, they're the ones who put it together. So like just kind of curious who it is and what's their goal, or like are they trying to take over the RC world, or are they just trying to sell stuff?
Everyone's
like,
trying.
Huh?
I said everyone's trying to.
Well, I mean, I think they're kind of it. I could be wrong, and I'm not trying to talk out of turn because it looks like the stuff looks beautiful. I will give them that.
Do you see this giant steering linkage?
Oh yeah, I saw that. About that. Hey, long Don Silver fucking steering linkage right there. That's what they got.
Yeah, that's very different because like most of the cars that are like this, like I haven't seen a servo position this way since the late 90s.
Right.
I'm sorry, not late 90s, late 2000s. Like that's how
the servo still up front and then the motor is behind the servo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I think they're just optimizing the weight. I mean, you get that motor up there.
Yeah.
No, I think they're onto something. I'm not saying they're not. I mean, I don't know shit about when it comes to F1 or front wheel drive, but
yeah.
No, I think there's stuff. I really feel that they're kind of like they're going after that second tier market, right? They're going after the guy who wants to go racing, but he doesn't necessarily want to spend a lot of money, but he wants to have shit that looks good.
These are expensive. That market you're talking about is called Express's market.
Oh, you don't think they're trying to play in that market?
No, I think it's too expensive.
Okay. I don't know what these things cost.
Maybe
not with the car, but maybe with the motors and batteries. I don't know.
I think this thing's loot. Like that dampener is way too complicated for it to be cheap.
Oh, there's a lot of machining in that unit. That's for sure. I mean, there's probably 40 minutes in one of those.
It's like a WTF fan. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I think that thing's pretty interesting. I think
they've definitely done some new stuff in the F1 and the front wheel drive area, touring car area. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't roll. I think the big problem was that it rolled a lot.
Maybe. I'm not sure really what the problem quote unquote is. Like the guys who have this in like the Pacific Northwest, I've tried to help them a little bit. You know, they actually kind of bounce around. Like different guys have this, and then they have a Yokomo, and then they have an express like shaft car, and they have. So I've never seen someone rock up to the track with like two of them. You know,
Right.
and they're like, I'm all in on this motherfucker. You know,
Right.
that.
Well,
I
I think that's the okay. Maybe this is the demographic they're trying. And I didn't quite explain it right. They're looking for that person who just wants something a little different. He doesn't want an Osmatics. He doesn't want an X-ray. He just wants to be kind of like, I want us going to play with this over here in the corner, and hopefully, I can catch a third place or a podium on the club show, and get my picture taken for the internet on Friday or Saturday or whatever, and and then put a big long post of how I was struggling all weekend and I came back and I dominated and I was able to finish third on the podium at a club show that no one gives a fuck about. And look, that could be the guy they're going after, and if that's the guy they're going after, great, because they probably got him.
Mangler, no one can be as savage as you are. All right, people try.
I'm just. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't worry. It's going to be sponsorship season soon. I can't wait to read all the emails and read all the posts and whatever. That's going to start in 1 month from now. I can't wait. Sponsorship season opens.
I love the guy.
Great.
I love the guy who would, when I was working at BSR, he would send the email and they would spell sponsorship wrong. SPON, like SPCE or whatever, like SHIP. Like it was like I can't spell. Like I'm horrible at spelling. Like elephant fucked me up for the rest of my life. Once I got. But
you knew that whatever they did was right.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that was wrong. It was like, yeah, if you can't spell sponsorship, how do you expect to get sponsorship? Like,
it's not really the spell part. My favorite email is, hey, I just got back into this. I've been doing it for 4 months. I don't own anything that you sell. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a good one too. I like that one.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
But anyway, we kind of digress. But yeah, I think that Iris season's here, and
yeah, I think these start showing up soon. I don't know when, but soon.
Well, I think you can order it on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, you could start making whatever. All right, so what we got next? What's next? What else?
Let's do the new X-Ray.
The new X-Ray has something new?
They got a new touring car, kid.
Oh, I just thought they had setup sheets.
No. You're just trying to get people fired up, huh? All right.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, you sound like this. All right.
Oh.
Okay, so there we go.
Are you gonna get this thing to load? You better be on some good.
Yeah, bro. You need a fucking supercomputer with this sumbitch.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a lot of graphics and data on this thing.
Yeah. That's a lot of words.
Dude, I mean, hands down, when it comes to like presentation and marketing, X-Ray fucking TQs wins the worlds every year. Like, yeah. Hands down. Oh, dude, this is beautiful. Like, this is professional grade, like Ford factory. Let's build your fucking F40, or let's build your Boss Mustang, or whatever, your Cadillac supercar. Like, this is that level of website.
Dude, this is basically a white background and then this like crazy, it looks like I'm kind of at the club and I took a pill and I don't know what's in the pill background. That's what this looks like. Like I'm trying to get through what's here and trying to analyze what is actually happening. Because the very interesting part about how this picture is with this overlay, this blue X4 thing, at the front end, you can't see the shock.
Right.
Right. It's at the back end, you see the shock.
Yep.
And you see it's like it's hanging below the arm.
Yep.
That's to me, that's pretty wild. All right.
Hey.
Hey, look at these guys. Anyway, hold on. They don't have Alex in there. That's fucked up. Anyway, next.
I think this is past European champion.
Okay. Oh, wow. Premium and perfection, in other words. Check out that Sunpedal battery. That thing looks nice. Anyway, I'm hoping to actually see a real picture of the car where I can analyze what's going on. My only comment was, wow, this thing takes forever to load.
It does. I will give them that. They, you know, I don't know what kind of servers you think we got over here.
Yeah.
But we ain't got this.
Yeah. So I don't know.
There you go. That's the picture of the car.
Yeah. Yeah. I would like to I want to zoom in.
Yeah. I don't know if you can do all that.
No, it's not letting me zoom in.
Yeah.
I'd have to save the picture somehow. I think there's a lot more pictures.
Oh yeah, they got every page, man.
Body.
I went through this thing page at a time. Took me 42 minutes.
No, come on. Stop it with this. 2 minutes. 42 minutes. You're high. All right. Anyway, it looks like they got 2 chassis. Okay, this is a good one. So the arm looks
what's new. I love this. I love this presentation. I love what they're telling me. What's new? What the fuck's old? I love this. This is okay, I get it. I see it. I'm
surprised the shim here isn't new.
Well, you know, they didn't reinvent the shim. They just did everything else.
All right. So anyway, I don't know how the shock is held. I'm kind of interested in that.
It kind of screws in, I think.
But yeah, that looks interesting. These arms look so fucking complicated to me.
Well, yeah, but they're 2 pieces, right? So they mold and mill, and then they just glue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are all that carbon is just inlaid into the plastic.
Okay. And then they have these very cool looking carbon uppers. That's interesting.
Yeah, they've always been that way.
Okay. Dude, I'm looking at this almost like I've never seen it before.
Oh. So they got different softnesses and thicknesses so they can adjust all that.
Oh my God. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I can't wait for everyone to buy lots of those.
They're cheap.
I bet they are.
Yeah. And then this is the new newfangled. This is the new this ain't
new. This is what Mugen has. So
you only know that because I told you.
Okay, well, anyway, let's not get crazy. This is what Mugen has. What I don't understand though is this active thing. Is there a thing that shows me the active thing?
Kinda. So
rear active.
So the AR pivots, and then the where it's mounted pivots as well. So it's a. So
I'm
you
not
get
smart enough, bro.
Yeah, I'm not either, really.
Okay. So see what they do here is the upper one, and then the bottom one is the fixed dampening. Okay, so it looks like they have this little chart here, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And they try to show you the curve of it just looks different.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what's happening here. But I don't really see how they're doing that. And yeah, I don't know. It just looks like a PowerPoint.
Well, you can lock that top part. You can lock it or unlock it. And then you can also, go up. You can adjust the flex by you can screw it into the bulkhead and the chassis, or just the chassis, or just the bulkhead.
Or both, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It works both ways.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. These look interesting. Looks like a lot of metal, though. I don't know. Anyway, a lot of metal.
The S-Max has a lot of metal. I mean, what do you... But yeah, this stuff here is kind of they finally got the.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Back to go ahead.
This thing right back here.
Where?
That's at the back here where the spool cup is. That's the IFJ.
Yeah, I think they had that last year.
Okay, I don't know, dude. I haven't paid attention.
And they had that last year.
I think it's funny they still have these clips.
Hey,
Look at that.
it's
Little
probably
clip.
like those
That looks
PO6s,
fucking
kid.
painful.
It's like those PO6s, kid. They got bags of them. Fucking mule cart.
And now they're saying no set screws. Okay.
Go back up real quick, though.
Oh, no. Hold on. I'm watching my spring clip video. Woo, it clicks in.
Yeah. Kind of nice.
Okay.
You're going. They got. Well, anyway, they moved the sway bars to like Yokomo height.
Oh, yeah? Super low?
Yeah.
That's interesting. All right. I've had enough of this.
No, it looks good. And again, I X-ray every year. It doesn't matter what. Every time they launch a new car, the presentation is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like they, but they have a whole dedicated group of people to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, dude. They have, yeah. It's a big company. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the amount of machines that they show those videos with them machining and stuff. I mean, whew,
yeah. Well, it wasn't the guy operating the machine that did that, but yeah, it's a big company.
Yeah. How many people do you think they employ?
Don't know.
Do you know?
I'm gonna guess at least 200.
Yeah.
That could be big. It could be high. It could be low. I don't know.
I would say you're probably pretty close to that number.
Yeah. Greg Sharp is saying that. I'm assuming that's who this name is. Greg Sharp is saying Losi had those bearings at the back. They might have. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
But they weren't that small. There's no way they were that small.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I mean, I would say 200, maybe 250 at most. That would probably be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably half the town.
Half the town, yeah. I want to think like it's. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to say what I want to say. I'm just going to say the catch. Very nice. Anyway, like number 4 pro. Anyway,
I imagine like gung ho.
Well, maybe that'd be good.
Yeah, Hadleyville.
All right, and then so the last one that we can talk about.
I thought you had like 4.
Yeah. The last one is the new Roche car.
Oh, I guess it's front wheel drive, and then
Yeah, those two things are front wheel drive.
Yeah.
You're like, that's not real.
Have you got any pictures?
Yeah, we got one that's on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Not good enough.
Everybody wants more, kid.
I don't have anything for them.
Have you received kits yet?
So that's very interesting news. Let's just share the picture that everyone's seen already. So kits have landed in the USA. Kits have gone to Sal's house, and kits should start shipping. Some portion of them should start shipping hopefully tomorrow.
So theoretically, if you live in the 360 radius of Sal's house,
you
could have this in your hands tomorrow, and before pictures are released online.
Yes, correct. Yes.
See, this is an opportunity where Roche has failed, where X-Ray has succeeded, and proof positive that
one difference:
200 people versus what?
Yeah.
7 kids.
Yeah. The difference though is are the X-ray kits going to be in customers' hands this weekend?
I don't know about customers' hands. They'll be in racers' hands.
Okay. Are they going to be in customers' hands this weekend?
I don't think so.
That's what we're going to do.
Well, no. Because EA said he already got his, I think.
Did he? I don't know.
And the local guys there already got their shit.
Okay, well then they got it. There you go. Yeah. So
I mean, I guess it depends on what customer you are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's possible.
So anyway, this is the picture that everyone's seen already. Probably people are tired of seeing it.
Yeah, they want to see a little bit more.
I
want to see a little bit more.
There's clearly other pictures. It's just
they're
not other pictures to be sharing with people.
Yeah.
So a few things people did comment on.
Yeah.
And so people kind of think that there's 2 springs on this. Like left-hand side, things that look like side springs. It isn't two springs. Like down here by the battery tray, and I did use that word on purpose. All right. We can zoom in. Down here by the battery tray, this knurled thing is really just knurled aluminum. This is the side spring right here.
Yeah.
Okay. And so the side spring is very high on the car, which is kind of interesting. But to me, the part that I think is really like really smart here is just how the back of the car on the battery tray part looks.
Yeah.
Like the profile is super small.
Right.
And so I think that's going to be really advantageous. And it's kind of the opposite of what I was talking about with that old 1984 car where it like dig in and then spin.
Yeah. You ain't gonna get none of that.
No, well, you ain't going to get that at least, not to that extreme. Right.
Yeah.
And then, clearly there's some new looking bulkheads of sort, motor plate and things like that. But, they look like things you might have seen before. They seem to screw in from the bottom. It's interesting.
Can you go to the front end? Can we get any kind of peeks at that?
So the front end, like in this zoomed in way, we scan up and down. It looks like, if I were a betting man, that this thing had a trailing axle, kind of just based upon where the kingpin is and then where this, screw is. Yeah. And you see that it's a screw, so that means it's going to be using these big size bearings.
Yep.
Another thing that's kind of automatics like. And then you can see that the servo is towards the front of the chassis, so that's pretty clear.
Okay. Yeah.
And that kingpin there looks really big, if you ask me. So, I think you're going to see some part carryovers from other cars, like that could be usable for tuning options.
Oh, cool! Like springs.
I think springs are going to be very shareable between certain cars.
Oh, that's cool. Those come in?
No, not yet. So that one of 3 boxes arrived, and we like purposely said let's use different shippers, and so one shipper delivered, the other one didn't. That's all.
You want to plug that shipper?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, good. So, like, if you're at the 360 New York Grand Prix this weekend, go check out because you're not going to get pictures anywhere else.
Yeah. So mine should be here on Thursday. It's already in the mail. I didn't need to do it next day. It's not that urgent.
Are you racing this weekend?
No, I can't. We're going to build a track this weekend. So no place to run. Unless I want to drive like 4.5 hours south to some part of Oregon, which I really don't want to do.
Right. I get it.
So yeah. But
so good. That'd be interesting. We want to talk about the New York Grand Prix.
Yeah. I don't think I've missed a New York Grand Prix. And right now I haven't missed it. Practice starts on Thursday. But I am missing it.
Are you like
and it sucks. Yeah, dude, every time there's a race, and especially like quote unquote going home, I love to run at 360. It's a great track.
I mean,
it's huge, it's smooth, the stand is fucking awesome.
You're a hero there.
No, not really.
Yeah, you are.
I like the people there.
All your Jersey City boys fucking love you, man.
Maybe.
You're the white hefty Jesus. Mm-hmm. When you walk in, they love you. Like you are like
whatever. Anyway,
all those Jersey City crackheads, they're just like, oh, well, cheers here.
Yeah. So anyway, they don't all live in Jersey City anymore. Some people have moved, but anyway,
Yeah, whatever. But,
yeah, it'd be nice to see like BR.
You can take the guy out of Jersey City, but really, can you take the Jersey City out of the guy? You know?
No, you can't.
Yeah.
But anyway, so anyway, we'll see. The event in talking with Donnie has a decent turnout going on right now. I don't know how good RC sign up is to show who's going, but we can try to do that. I hate this website,
but everyone still uses it.
I don't know why. It's like people must just enjoy punching themselves in the dick. Like, I don't understand.
Well, it's because there's nobody smart enough to actually make anything better.
There are some other. There's some
smart enough. They care enough.
Yeah, there's other things out there, but
Syndrome could do this in like 10 minutes and crush everyone.
It might take him a week and a half, but yeah, I'd agree. It would be better than this.
Yeah.
So, all right, here we go. Let's share the page. All right, so they got some stock 12 scale by Team Exalt. That's the new derivative.
Saw a picture of that on the line today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stock 12 scale. We got 15 dudes. That's not bad.
No. Is this going to be a handout or is it open?
I think it's open motor. And so one name I'm really shocked to see here. We got Saljo Amato. He's going to be there.
No shit.
And I'd love to see Ralph Morella. And, Dager's been down there a few times, I hear already. Yeah. Knapp's going to make the trip, it looks like.
You think they're going to run that? They're going to run the new Exalt motor?
I have no clue. I don't know if it's really legal for anything, so I don't think so, but I don't know.
But it's 360. There's really no.
Oh, come on now. Anyway.
They can say yes or no.
I don't. Yeah, they could do whatever. I don't know what they're going to do. But yeah, like a bunch of even got Kenny Lambert coming back.
Yeah.
And it's good to see different people coming out of the woodworks coming back.
He's rocking Sean Bushnell's paint.
Yeah, it does kind of look like that. A very old school looking paint job. That black is really hard for me. I can't rock.
Oh, I can't do it, dude. I love me some black.
I
can't do it.
And then look at this. We got 22 guys set up for super stock. That's fantastic.
13.5?
Yeah, 13.5.
That must be a world year.
Yeah. Looks like Trandel's going to be taking a trip down. Got Fabio. And a lot of the folks who showed up to the stock entries are entering again.
Is there X?
What's that?
Is there X running?
I don't see Craig Xavier here running 12 scale.
What about Robbie Dodge?
Yeah, Robbie Dodge is number 1 on the list.
All right.
Got EA, Dager, and Knapp again. So, yeah, Themlis is running.
That'd be a good race.
Yeah. And then mod 12 scale, it's going to be hard to get a better mod 12 scale race going until you get to indoor champ. So, to me, this is going to be the race to kind of watch. There's going to be 2-3 heavy hitters here, and then we'll see what happens after that. Kemp, our current Roar National champion, Donnie, prior Roar National champion, Sam Isaacs, prior Roar National champion in 12 scale mod. I don't think Kevin's won a 12 scale mod national championship because his mod touring national championship was, I think, his first mod one, but I could be wrong. I'm really happy to see Trandell not running stock, so I think that should be good. You got Yari Taskila coming out of the woodwork. Yari is like maybe an hour and a half away from 360. You never see him.
With some JB Weld on his tires.
Totally, dude. He'll be running 43 millimeter front tires with JB Weld on it.
Yeah.
Che, he now lives in he was in St. Louis. Now he's down in Maryland, so that's cool.
Shea Blunt is?
Yeah.
I just saw him racing like last week at pro level.
Well, he might.
No. He was at Middle River.
Yeah, he's at Middle River. I know he's at Middle River.
Didn't somebody else move out there?
I don't know. I know Che did. So, Anyway, I saw him in June or July. I saw him in July at Jackson. So anyway, and then we got some GT12R. You know, we have Smika running that class. Smika, Mark Smika.
Hell yeah.
Woo! It's like 2013 all over again.
Yeah. Lambert and Smika.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we'll see how this works out. And, you know, I think it'll be Smika versus Sedano. We'll see who wins. All right. What else we got? We got some stock touring. This probably would be a big one. This ad thing is terrible. Oh, my God. All right. Anyway, we got 27 dudes, including B. Arthur the Bear Johnson. And you got Ray Boogie. Like, the nicknames on these folks are just fantastic.
Oh. Raymond McCoy, is he living out east now? Because he was at Middle River. And I saw him like he was doing some other stuff.
Yeah, I think he did actually. He was an Arizona guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he moved out to this summer.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
180 is just loading up more talent.
It's popping. Yep.
Yeah.
And you got, look, Dumper's going to be there. Bob from Connecticut. Patrick St. Germain. Robbie Dodge again. Like, you know, there's Appleberry is coming. You know, you got New York Mike G. Jeff Rowland, Craig. So
what class is this? 21.5?
This is, 21.5, you know, touring car.
How many people are in that?
27. Okay, now we got super stock. Ooh, this one's a little tighter. Steve Soul, Miles, Mike G, Ray McCoy, Roland, and Xavier. I'm surprised I don't see an Anderson running super stock touring. I don't know what's going on there. Someone needs to talk.
Probably just trying to concentrate on his 13, 5, 12 scale.
I don't know. I don't think that's the case. All right, and then we got mod touring. Over 15 guys here in mod touring. That's pretty good. 16 guys. Ooh, Manny Flores is running mod touring.
He ran it. He ran last week at Middle River.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so last week at Middle River, it was Sam, Che, Raymond McCoy, and Manny all running mod touring.
That's crazy. That's great.
Yeah.
Really good.
So, I mean, that was just this past Saturday.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I like that. You got some USGT action. What we got going on here? That's 23 guys. That's a lot.
What's this?
USGT. Everyone's going to be hunting for Manny Flores.
Yeah.
But, you know, we'll see who's there. Mark Tamson could put it over on him. Mark was very fast at EA's race, the VTA Nationals. Here we go. Front wheel drive. Even front wheel drive's coming back. 12 guys.
I mean, front wheel drive, I don't think is necessarily a bad class. I think it's
I think it's a great class. I just don't think it's not had a lot of love as of late. And then VTA. So 18 guys here for VTA. I'm kind of shocked about that. Again, AJ, you know, some other folks I'd love to see, but I won't be seeing them. So anyway, you know, like the only class that isn't on offer at this race is I didn't see Pro 10 for PAGs at this race.
I think they offered it.
I think they offered. I don't know if anyone signed out.
Right.
All right. I imagine they'll still probably run Pro 10 for PAGs, just if I were a betting man.
Yeah.
And you know, we'll see what happens with you know, any of the other classes. I don't know. Like off the top of my head, I'm really interested to see, you know, the kind of I don't know. Is G running stock touring?
Yeah, I would assume he's going to run 17.5 in stock.
Let's see. Is he running stock touring?
I mean, unfortunately, being the World's year and the World coming to America here in November and December,
Yeah, he's running stock touring.
It's taken, you know, the 360 is taking a little bit of a hit as far as star power, but there's still very talented fields of racers there, so should be a good event. Everyone should tune in. 360 Live, you know, they're going to be rocking and rolling. They have all the AV audio equipment that anyone would need, and they kind of were the brainchild of this, right? Because, you know, I'd sit there and watch them do 360 live.
Yep.
Well, I can do this with this knucklehead over here. So, like, why not? So, yeah. But yeah, it should be a good race. Still a lot of deep fields everywhere, and it'll be interesting to watch online. Again, I think the main classes right now would probably be some of that 13, 5, 12 scale, mod 12 scale being a, world gear, and everyone's trying to gear up for it. So, exactly what I'm going to try to do this weekend and just circulate down there in Florida. So get some laps. Just need to do some laps, man. Just need 8-minute runs. That's all I'm really worried about. Just doing 8-minute runs.
Yeah. All right. You should bring a ball.
It's not gonna be that bad. At least till Sunday.
Okay. Or you don't waste your time. You show up once the grip is there, and then you just throw it down and pray.
Well, they're open Friday.
Okay.
So there'll be people running on a Friday.
Okay.
And Robbie will spray.
All
and
right.
He knows what to spray. So that'll help too.
All right. Any hopes of having someone bring a World GT car with foam tires?
What do you mean?
So if you guys had a World GT car, I refer to them as the Zamboni.
Oh, that. Yes, got it. Well, the GT12 down here runs foam tires. So there's a lot of all the old guys down here. They love them some GT12. There'll be a lot of GT12 cars. So they're on a little smaller scale, but there will be a lot of those ran.
Yeah.
So
should help widen out the line, make it good.
Yeah. Again, I'm just trying to, 8-minute runs. Not, I got some motor stuff to play with.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 cars. I got an A car and a B car,
and
I want to beat the piss out of the B car. And
what's the difference?
Nothing really. Just one is brand new.
Okay.
And the other one is just kind of rebuilt, same thing. And I just want to
whatever's fast.
Well, yeah, I want to. I'll throw it down, but I'm like, I'm not gonna just go out there and try to Zamboni with both cars. I'm just gonna Zamboni with one, and then leave the freshness fresh.
Okay. I don't know. I think things being like clapped out a little bit is not that bad. My kingpins were my
the guy who hardly ever makes an 8-man 13, 5, 12 scale.
Whatever. Okay. Anyway, my steering was kind of like it was self-dampened. So I just hit it with the remote. So,
dude, like your cars are just just wonders to science. That's all there is to it.
What, that they exist or that they work?
That they work.
They work pretty well usually.
And that's what's crazy, because you give me your car and you're like, hey, help me with my camber. And I'm like, well, what do you want? 1.5 or 0? Because you got both.
Yeah, the big thing on the Awesomatics car too is the worst part on the Awesomatics 12 scale is clearly setting your camber. All right, we all know it.
That should have been the second thing fixed after the fucking the set screws only and eliminating the P06.
Anyway, I think if I had one choice, that would be the first thing fixed, but maybe the only thing fixed. But the reality is so I try not to sweat it. Is it 0.75? Is it 1? It can't be 2. All right. That's my I'm more zen about my camber than I think other people are. So yeah, that's nice. So you want to have your clean knuckles on the car, clean, there's no sauce on them. You want them just to fall so nicely. They don't do anything stupid. There's no friction. Thankfully, there's only 2 parts of this car you can really fuck up. You can fuck up this part. Oh, what? Wrong end. You can fuck up this part where it doesn't move right.
Yeah.
All right. Or you can fuck up this. That's pretty much it.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm all freshened up. I just gotta make sure I got bodies, and I have my box of tires that I got to start cutting into, and
yeah. I think BSR is probably doing pretty good right now.
Well, they're hiring. If anyone wants to go live in Bluntville, Tennessee,
yeah,
they're hiring. They need people to build tires. I've done it. It's fun work. Get your podcast ready.
Like that, you know, they're doing well enough to hire. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, so there's like a machine. I won't kind of give it away, but there's a machine that grinds the tires down to size after rough cut. And I always refer to it the machine of 1,000 decisions, because you just sit there grinding tires and you think about all the decisions in your life that got you to sit in front of this fucking machine and grind tires. Because it's so like repetitive, and it's just like you just sit there and you're just grinding tires, and you're just like your mind is going everywhere.
Dude, I give anyone who does that type of stuff a lot of credit. And, you know, same thing. Like I give a lot of other people a lot of credit. Like, you know, you see those cool videos from Jake's with the tires mounting and truing itself.
What's this? Oh, from who?
From Scott Jakes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Those are really cool. And like even like in the body game, I don't know if you've seen the video from R1 pulling the form on a drag body. Like there's some real cool shit. And like the Jake's thing and the R1 thing, I don't see a single human involved in the process. And you know, very hard to pull off.
Automation is pretty key.
Yeah. And you know, I'm assuming it's pretty consistent. You know, you have a lot of factors at play. Like, you know, I don't know how you keep the glue flowing. I don't know how you keep the thing from getting too hot when you pull the Lexan, but you know, those are kind of the things that would worry me. And but yeah, they're doing it.
Oh, I mean, automation is wonderful when it works. When it does not work, it can be a pain in the ass.
Yep.
Like I spent that summer building water filters a couple years back, and it was fully automated machine. And when that thing was humming, it was, you know, you could produce, you know, whatever, 1,500 units in an hour or whatever it was. But man, when that thing was fucked up, it didn't take much, and you would literally have a 12-hour shift, and we would just sit there be fighting one thing all 12 hours.
Sounds great.
Yeah, it was not, and like, you know, you keep stopping the line, and then you got people that are waiting on the line to run, and but yeah, automation is a wonderful thing when it works, but when it does not, luckily they had me around, who's pretty smart, even though I didn't design any of this shit. I'm like, well, this is how obviously it should work, and they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, and they're like, and so I start fixing shit. So it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. Those were like, I want to get this automated box machine to fucking automated box. Like by the time I leave here tonight, this thing's going to be running. And normally it was. So
not bad.
Yeah.
I'm even impressed like how they've changed the packaging on like this latest kit. So like the two O-rings you might need to build the spur, they're in the bag with it now.
Oh,
it's not just like one crack-headed bag of stuff that you're like, what is going on here?
They're running out of New Jack City girls.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's getting a little smarter. So it's nice. It's good to see.
I saw the X-Ray even posted a video of them bagging up stuff.
Yeah.
It was like they got a system, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't knock. I'm not an X-Ray hater by any means. I love all the people who run for them. I love the team. I love, you know, I don't love, but you know what I mean. I don't like, this world is too small to have hate towards any company or whatever. Now, do I like to fuck with people and do I like to fuck with them? Sure, why not? But in the grand scheme of things, I fuck with everyone. It doesn't really matter who you are, what you run for. You know, I'm just going to tell you the way it is. And so, but you know, day in and day out, their system and process and everything like that has is impressive. You know, coming from a manufacturing world, a global leader in manufacturing, and seeing what they do, it's impressive. It really is. You know, for whatever 250 people they probably have, I mean, it's top notch. And so I don't know where I'm going with this, and I'm not trying to suck their dick, but it kind of sounds like I am. So anyway, but yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I like watching their stuff.
With this.
I just like watching their stuff. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
So I can tell you this: if I had to if tomorrow Awesome Max went away and there's nothing left to run, and I had to go buy something else, it still wouldn't be an X-ray. But that's
well, it's a fun question. What would you run, Mangler?
I would go and get a 420 with the mid-motor conversion.
Oh, the Tamika. Okay.
Tamaya, but yeah.
Tamika.
Yeah, I would get a 420X. I have to rock that blue at least once in my life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The blue, huh?
I mean, it does. I mean, in Japan, it does well. Like if you follow the results, there's some dudes out there that have these, and they're doing well with them. So
sure.
I mean, I think that's where I would go. I mean, obviously, I might not stay in that area long, but after about 4 C hubs in, I might be done. But
maybe. As a man who tried running a 417X for a summer,
yeah,
things did get better with the 420 plastic.
Yeah.
I have a set of 420 plastic and arms and all this other stuff to put in my TA07.
Oh, okay.
Was known as the Plastic Fantastic.
Yeah.
Because the last time I ran a TCS race, I literally used every spare knuckle and steering block I owned. So I bought new plastic. I didn't get to run the TCS this summer. I wasn't in town at the minute it happened. But hopefully next year, maybe I'll put oil in the shocks again and I'll put these new arms on and we'll see what happens.
But yeah, I would run. I would, because they Kintech or whatever.
Yeah.
Somebody I don't know. They make
lots of pictures of the stuff. Yeah.
But they make a whole conversion for a mid motor and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It looks good. Like, why not? I think that would be, definitely different. Mm-hmm. Nobody's gonna fuck with you. But you're like, all right, well, he knows.
Oh gosh. I don't know.
What would you get?
I don't know. It's a good question. So way back when we were running the top car, and after the Photon EX, which was the second kind of Photon, we were on an island all by ourselves. There was maybe 4 of us running the car in the nation.
Yeah.
And the sad part was we were all running our old Photon shocks on the Photon EX car because the shocks they made were just fucked.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. And so one summer I tried the Tamika, and then I tried the BD7 that winter. And the BD7 was probably a great mod car. But if you wanted to run stock, I guess we were on 75 back then, you had to, every 2 pinions, you had to change a spur. So the motor mesh movement was terrible. And then the second week you'd run the car, it would just suck. If you didn't do a full service on the car, it would just be garbage. You'd basically have to redo the shocks.
Who was the mechanic for Ronald for so many years?
I don't know.
Oh.
But yeah, they get a lot of credit. They were fucking wrenching their dicks off. And so at the time I gave the car to Schreffler and Goat when we were at Horsham, and they ran it for a little bit. And they got it moving kind of quick. But again, if they didn't service the shit out of it, it just fell off.
Mm-hmm.
And then
that's interesting.
That one magical day, I got an Awesome Max car that was already built. And I ran it that day. I got second in the club show. I didn't really know what to change on it. I had no clue. I was just driving around the track. And I didn't really get super close to walls until racing was over. and then I lost a PO6 or a PO5.
Yeah.
Couldn't find it. Took 5 weeks to get a PO5. What a disaster. So, yeah, things have come along.
Yeah. I think another interesting car. I think Schumacher would be interesting.
Yeah, the good Schumacher is really an entire automatics like drivetrain. It's really nice.
Yeah.
It reminds me of when I started running a top car and I put an X-ray drivetrain in it.
Yeah.
It was really good.
So I don't think I would fuck with Mugen. So yeah, I think it would probably be one of those two.
Yeah.
I'd go 420 first and then just be like, all right, this is dumb. I'm breaking all this shit. And then I would like, okay, I'll get the Schumacher.
I would do an Axon Yokomo.
Oh, the BD10.
Yeah, but the Axon version of it.
Yeah. Well, it's a BD10, isn't it?
Whatever. I don't fucking care. Whatever the Axon guys are running, they make it look not like dicks. Like they are laying it down with that thing. For as little as I see it, it looks good on track.
Yeah, but you gotta also consider who's running it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Schumacher, what else was there?
There's not many more options, bro.
Yeah.
This ain't 8 scale. There's a million 8 scale options.
Oh, speaking of which, I saw you got the Yang Wang fucking
The e-buggy.
Electric, yeah.
The e-buggy. It's more the fact that the stuff's been sitting there and like it had to get on the websites, and then because folks wanted stuff, and so that's really the whole rationale. So
You got parts on there yet?
105.
Nice.
So
all right. Yeah, I went to last night. I was like online and I saw that some of that stuff was open but wasn't like available yet. And I'm like, oh, cool. I'm gonna put the 1mm C45s in my little cart, and I'll get them first thing in the morning. And I was up at 5 a.m. and them bitches were already sold out.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn. Like,
yeah. So we've only been making a little amount of those pieces, and so generally, I think like the statement that a lot of people are saying is like on asphalt, they don't like to run the C45 thing at all.
Right.
And then I've liked
except for when you go to SeaTac.
I didn't run it. You did.
No.
All right.
You told me to run it.
What's that?
You told me to run it.
On the front? On
the rear.
Oh, I ran it on the rear. Yeah. I said the front.
Oh.
So the front, the front of the car, it probably would take away grip, and because it should flex less. And like, I probably should have tried one at Jackson when my car was so manic and crazy. I was like so on the nose. But yeah, and like I think it helps a lot. It helps a lot. The brace on the rear helps a lot on like West Coast tracks because they have so much rear grip, it seems.
Right.
And it helps the cars turn. It raises the corner speed up. And the guys at Apex were doing a lot of testing over the summer, and kind of like this is where some of the stuff came from. And the 1.5 mil part seemed like the thing. If you ask somebody, hey, I'm going to make 200 of these, what's the one you think is going to work in a lot of scenarios? It was the 1.5 mil.
Yeah.
But we keep on selling out of these the 1 mil and the 2.5 mils. That we're going to make 200 of those also. And so the guy who does all that was very happy to see, oh, they want 200. Okay, great. Thank you. So basically it's the difference between just taking whatever scrap carbon happens to be sitting around and cutting a whole sheet of carbon.
Right.
So that's what we're going to do. Just a sheet of carbon of these pieces. So
yeah, I kind of want to get like a 1, and then I also want to make it thinner. Like I want to like hourglass it.
Okay.
Like in the middle, like hourglass it in the middle.
Yeah. And what? Try it on the back of the car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't want a lot. I want about as minimal as I can get.
Yeah, you just want a bit. Yeah. And so like the stock pieces is a 2 mil. I think, when we get to like a high grip scenarios, you'll go stiffer. And then lower grip scenarios, you'll go softer.
I think since Nuggets has fresh asphalt, it might be nice there.
Yeah. Could be good.
Anyway. But I think somebody asked if I was going to be at Flagler.
Yeah.
You going to Flagler? Yes, I will be at Flagler for race 2. Dude, the one thing about having the pneumonia is that you have a lot of time to fucking wrench on cars. And I
need the pneumonia. Right around Worlds.
I mean, this shit's ready to go. Like,
yeah.
I got to put my fans in.
Mm-hmm.
Some asshole slow to ship fans. But anyway, you're involved somehow. I know it. Anyway, so yeah, this is our car. It's basically a brand new chassis. Like redid everything, went through it. Like, it's essentially a new car. And this will for now ever be my 17.5 car. And then I have you sent me this car. This is your old mod car from the 2022 whatever shit you did. This thing is a unicorn. Because I've taken it to like 4 tracks now and have not touched a single thing. Like, I didn't rebuild the dampeners.
Mm-hmm. That's the way I do it too.
And this thing just works everywhere. Yeah, I know. It's a unicorn. I've never owned a unicorn in my life. I never owned a car that I can just put on the track and it works.
Yeah, I showed up to Florida. I'm going to Florida. Oh my God, that doesn't work anymore. Whatever that was. I brought that car to Bakersfield for their opener in February. And I had, 4 minutes of lap times on 50 degrees temperature track. It was great. Grand scheme of things, it was great.
Yeah. This car is a unicorn. It's awesome.
You should write
it's an old MMX.
Yeah.
But I put some bearings in it because those are all shot. But you know.
Yeah, you blew it.
Yeah, but I don't get it. It's just, it doesn't matter what I do to it. I put a car down and it works.
Yeah.
So anyway, this will be my 21.5 car.
Okay.
Oh, dude, the bottom of this thing looks like it's got chunks taken out of it.
Don't matter.
It don't matter. It does not matter.
Don't look at that.
Oh, I'm not. I'm I'm not. I'm going. Just send it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got my Nick Bell 21.5 in here. So this will be my Funster class. And I'll have 17.5. Gentleman Racing Weekend in 2 weeks at Flagler.
So what's going to happen to all your mod stuff?
So I won't be running mod until January. Right?
What's January?
That'll be Nuggets race.
Okay.
So after the Worlds, January. So at some point here in the next month or two, I'll probably just put an order in for a new kit and just build up a brand new mod car. And that'll be my new mod car for next year. So I'll have a new mod car for 2024 and I'll start with it at Nuggets. And then I'm still kicking around going to Bakersfield at the end of February, come to see you and ride up with you, if that's still cool.
Yeah.
And so then I'll be Bakersfielding it. And then I probably won't need it again for a little bit, but at least that'll kind of wet the whistle on a brand new mod whip. And yeah, because I sat here and I'm trying to plan out what races I got coming up, what cars I need to get ready, what I need, all this shit. And and I'm sitting there I got my R car and I'm but it's all set up for mod. And I'm it was really pretty decent at mod the last couple of times I've run it. And I'm I got to move all the weight around and all this stuff. And I'm just well, fuck it. Why don't I just make this a new whatever and then just get another thing? And so.
Yeah. And we might have exciting news for people looking for 800Rs by the end of the week.
Ooh.
So.
I think I'm still going to wait off on that order.
That's fine. Yeah. We might be done with all this batch talk.
Oh yeah,
Might just be a normal shipping product now.
good. They finally caught up, huh?
Yeah. Well, we'll
All right.
see. We caught up until we're not caught up.
Yeah, 24-hour shifts, kid. That helps.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what their schedule's like over there.
I don't know. But
Little
you know,
OT, little OT, something.
yeah. So I don't know. Things are seemingly falling together over there, and so yeah, we'll see. Could get real busy.
Good.
So nothing wrong with that.
No.
And
Hey, just in time for Christmas.
yeah, exactly. Just in time for Christmas. Lots of choices, lots of decisions to be made.
Yeah. Do I go
And,
X4? Do I go AX? Do I go IRIS? Like,
sure.
whatever. Like,
Hey,
choice is yours.
Yeah, you just got to be up for a challenge.
Yeah.
It's all about.
So I guess if we want to take the pulse of the everyday racer, what's Teach running right now?
I don't know what he's running. It's a good question.
Because if Teach is running it, then you know.
Okay, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can. Someone's asking to see new P12 pictures with vanilla wafers on the wheels for the podcast. We will do that. It may not be vanilla wafers. We will do that for next week's show. So it has to be done.
Yeah, the vanilla wafers. That was the SPX whatever.
Yeah. I thought that was a good look. I didn't have anything.
I mean, the only concern is, do they weigh the same? Because if one had a little extra cream filling versus the other, it would really throw off your tweak.
No, but I told you, I tweaked the car and it spun out.
Oh, that's
so if you tweak the car, it doesn't go in the So, yeah, that was an instant mistake. I spent 20 minutes getting the car to tweak.
Yeah.
It's fine. And then I go out for Q2 and it goes, I'm like, this is going to be bad.
Yeah, we don't want to we don't need to tweak it.
Yeah.
Huh,
so,
that's interesting.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think things will fall together, and we can talk about all the other cool stuff that's happening next week once it happens next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, sounds good. You're going to be racing. So you're going to be down there Friday?
No, just Saturday and Sunday.
Just Saturday and Sunday. Okay.
Yeah.
Just.
All
right.
Yeah, 2 days of just 12 scale happiness and bliss.
Yeah. What is your tire burn goal?
I mean, I got I don't know. I got a lot of sets.
Yeah. Can you do 20 sets?
Oh, easy.
Okay. Now, mind you, you're only going to need the sets for long runs, I think.
I mean, I plan on doing mostly just long runs.
Okay.
Because if once I kind of get the car in a window, I'm not necessarily just going to try to beat down hot laps or whatever. I just need to get wheel time and run 8 minutes. That's going to serve me better and more beneficial than trying to, pound my dick into the dirt trying to get a 10th faster.
No. But you can run long runs with the old tires. The car just slows down more. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, ignore the last 4 minutes of the run.
That's fine. I just want to run 8-minute runs and work on that, and because that's what I just haven't done. Right.
Oh, I hear you. The fact that I got to run. I didn't run a lot, but I got to run. Well, I did run 20 sets of tires, so that's still 20 sets of tires. But I didn't run a lot per se. I was able to spread it out over a bunch of days. That helped a lot for me. So
right, yeah. I don't know if I can do 20 sets in 2 days. That'd be fucking I gotta start cutting. I gotta start cutting now if I want to do that. But.
Yeah, and you're gonna need to cut those first few pretty big. I'm assuming.
Well, you know what I'm doing Friday. If you want to reach out, I'll be in front of a tire drawer.
I don't know, man. I feel like I wouldn't do that. I'd cut 3 sets of tires, and just know where your truer's at, and then just be ready to knock them out.
No, I wouldn't cut 20 sets at once. That's fucking stupid because you don't know what size you're gonna want.
I know.
Yeah. No, I'd probably cut 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
The question will be,
keeping you up over there? Jesus Christ. I'm the one
dude,
who's
I'm tired.
You're yawning like a little girl.
Dude, I walked 5 miles.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, you can
Yeah.
be a little girl and yawn. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Yeah, I would love to be a little girl. That'd be great.
Yeah.
You know, because I'd be young and young. That would be great.
Okay.
But the reality is, you know, like I think depending upon how much traffic there is, you know, how many cars are on the track, I'll be shocked if you can do 15 like solid battery packs.
Oh, it's going to be horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, there'll be certain individuals out there all the time.
Yep. Well, no, that should be you.
Huh?
That should be you. You have
it
2
should
cars.
be me, but I'm going to have to be dodging the other 4 dickheads that are doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
With their VTA car that can run for 20 minutes.
Yeah. You have 2 cars, and the car can run for 12 minutes. And if you can run for 12 minutes, that's great. You know, but like you have to have enough rear grip for it to run for 12 minutes. So
yeah, we'll see. We'll figure it out. I'm not worried. And like I said, it'll be just that's the goal. You know, and then obviously there'll be some racing on Sunday. So
yeah,
I'll put it against competition and hopefully it looks pretty impressive.
Yeah. Are you gonna be hanging out with Dave this weekend?
No, Dave's not coming, man.
What?
Dave's not here, man. Yeah.
Did he get deported? What happened?
No, he's just chilling, man. He's got family life. He's got the state race next weekend after 2 weekends in a row.
Okay.
He did all his grinding like last month.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, right. He was there for like 2 days.
Okay.
And he had like 2 days, 7 cars. Because Dave's got like a pit guy, right?
Yeah.
He got Joe. And so Joe's there just building cars and handing them to Dave, and Dave's running, and it's just like it's like a factory over there.
Yeah.
It's like showing up and seeing like Mercedes Works team at a GT3 event, and they have like 7 fucking team factory cars just right there. Or better yet, it's like the guy that runs all the midget cars in Indianapolis, Kinzer or Kindell. I don't remember his name.
Steve Kinzer?
No, not Kinzer. It's I can't remember his name. But anyway, he's like if you like Rico and all the dudes who want to come run sprint midget cars, like that, they go see this guy, and like he's like, all right, yeah, here's a car, and it's like dialed, like it's the most dialed midget car you're ever going to jump into. And
that sounds
like
great.
He's got like 12 of them, and like all the big guns are going to go run his car at like the Chili Bowl or something, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of how Dave and Joe worked their 12 scale program. They got like 7 cars. They're all ready to go. Top notch, tweaked, tuned out, like best of the best. Like, you just like their 4th car would probably be better than my first car.
Maybe. Whatever. It maybe has more time in it. Let's put it that way. So, yeah, no, I only had that ever once in my life. It was when I did Can-Am motor testing, and Phil Trotta and Ralph Morella just kept on like basically putting cars down on the track for me, putting on motors, soldering motors, doing whatever.
Yeah.
And and like I don't know if folks saw, it looks like Cravatta has a new motor.
Yeah.
It's here any day now to me.
Yeah.
So he'd show that next week. And so he has a new 17.5 fixed timing motor. Reportedly like 0.3 of a second faster than the old Can-Am motor.
That'll help.
And although like that old slow speed was fine, like, you know, the reality is it doesn't need to
all matter. Yeah, it's all the relative, right?
It's like on the low end of like, wow, this is slow, but
it will help and controlled practice at Snowbirds. You're not getting run the fuck over by everything else.
Uncontrolled practice at Snowbirds.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can. I have. Yeah.
You need at least a 13.5 car to make people move the fuck out of your way at Snowbirds.
Well, I understand that, but like if it's 0.3 faster, it'll be a little bit more helpful. Like you're not going to get run over by fucking F1 cars.
I guess.
Yeah. No, the best open practice at Snowbirds I had was when we were at the old place, and I was running 6L mod. So 6L mod oval on a fight on that carpet track with just open whatever. Oh, it was awesome. Like it was just Weave City. Like it was so much fun just trying to avoid people. Wasn't learning a damn thing. Just was doing it for the pure joy of racing the fastest car around a track I could. And that was a lot of fun. Everybody's like, "You're crazy." I'm like, "It's just a car. I'll build another one." Like it didn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
The good old days.
Yeah, the old days.
What are you doing?
I'm just responding to an email. And I still got to figure out what oval class I'm running this year.
What?
I got to figure out what oval class I'm running at Birds this year.
Don't. That's what oval class you should run.
Probably. I agree.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Friends don't let friends run oval.
That's not right. That's not right. Yeah. So anyway.
All right. We're done. We've been like 2 hours in this thing. You can tell we haven't talked in 3 weeks. Yeah. We're like, hi, how you doing?
All right. So next week, we got to figure out when. Hopefully, your sports team does okay, but not too good where it fucks it all up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the schedule's going to be. I mean, we could be done tomorrow. So,
whoa, the Manglers are getting mad.
All right, we won't be done tomorrow, but
yeah, probably not.
So, any case,
yeah, and then we can talk about whatever adventures are about to happen next week.
Yeah,
and go from there.
Cool.
So, all right, keep up the scruffy look. I like it.
No, not gonna happen.
Oh, come on.
I don't like it around my mouth.
You gotta get past it. Just let it go.
I can't.
You just have to.
I'm sitting there and like hair is just working in, and it's like.
Well, you can hit like right here and right here, but after a while, dude, I got like just hair in it, and I'm like, I almost flossed my teeth with it.
Yeah. See.
Yeah, that's nasty. I agree. But
so anyway, whatever. Because it's out there just catching shit. Like it's just like
It's not that long, bro.
It will be.
You can keep it just like that.
It just
requires a little like trimmer.
I'm right, Bradley Cooper. Like,
yeah,
so much work.
Anyway. Shaving is way more work, bro.
Dude, I do it. It takes me like 3 minutes in the shower.
I hate shaving.
I don't even have a mirror or nothing. Like I just.
Yeah, you just know your face.
I know my face.
All right.
30 years of shaving. Just.
Yeah, does it work down there like that too?
Yeah. The taint, balls, all got it. Oh. Hey, you're the one who went there, motherfucker. Don't be blaming me.
All right. Well, on that note, I think we're done.
All right. Yeah, I think so.
Hopefully, everyone's enjoying taking a poop to this show.
Hey, we're the best poop RC podcast there is.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of that, Alex Hagberg makes a picture of your little left-handed guy. You're like, oh, best RC podcast out there. I'm like, motherfucker. Like, damn.
Well, maybe we just need to invite Alex. Together. We need to invite Alex onto the podcast. I don't know if he can handle us. We have over 100 videos, and we're still stuck at this like 280 Zombieland amount of subscribers. So tell your friends, like, subscribe, all those things.
Yep, please.
And we need to get to 1,000 to get to singlet time. All right.
Yes.
Everyone wants that.
I know. I want it too. Trust me. Because, yeah.
What are you actually going to wear for Halloween? And got anything?
I don't like
singlet
Halloween.
time again.
No, I don't like Halloween.
I
know I got the party. We got parties, don't we? Yeah. I don't know. I'm just not a Halloween person.
No.
Like, there's people who are into Halloween.
Yeah.
And I'm not like that person. Like.
Yeah.
And that's cool that you are. I don't like horror movies. Like, same thing. Whatever. But all right. Bye.